What's up guys, it's T. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying something new, so you gotta tell me what you think. I'm going to be trying like a get ready with me style video where we talk about the astrology transit. Like I just thought that would be like cute, you know what I mean? So we're starting this off with the Mars and Aries transit. What better than the literal transit of ignition right now? So yeah, if I have some makeup on, it's because this is like my fourth time trying to film this video because I'm so awkward. I don't know why. It's like, I guess it's because I haven't filmed like in a week. I don't know. I was really just out of it for a while. It was my birthday week, and y'all know when you're old, like birthdays are an emo time. Stay tuned till the end of this video too, because once I have the makeup done, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards, just give you guys some collective messages in regards to this Mars and Aries transit. And if any of these readings resonate with you, check out my tarot OnlyFans down below. On there, I'm putting out videos by rising sign, so I talk about what house this transit is going down in for you, and I do a tarot reading for you. So yeah, check it out. Bitch, oh my god, I'm so scared to do my liner. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh no. You see that little hoe? That little dot? Honestly, it's nothing an eyelash won't fix. All right, other side, other side. I love them. Because once you put the eyelash on, like, it's cute. It hides every mistake. Here are the girls today. Look at this. They're like 8 wears in and still going strong. I have been studying astrology since last year. I also have an astrology notebook. Let me show you guys that. So yeah, this is my astrology notebook. This is how I studied natally. So I would ask people for birth chart readings, or sometimes, you know, they'll pay me like super cheap to read their chart, and I will do this. So this is someone who has like 5th house Scorpio, 6th house Sagittarius with Pluto in it. Let's see what else I have here. Yeah, I was real organized with it. So that's how I'm studying charts natally. And then when I want to study transits, I have this book right here. And this one is like, for instance, my Mars and Aries notes. And then I have notes for each rising sign, some big note taker. I have to write it down if I want to learn it. So that is kind of how I'm studying astrology, and yeah, I've been doing that for like a year now. So I am by no means a professional, but I love what I do. I'm super serious, and I feel like if you guys are gonna watch me, I feel you guys should be armed with the information that I have too, so that way you can double check it, so that way you can feel inspired to learn, so that way, you know, I don't know, it kind of feels like I'm a student with you guys and we're sharing notes when I like make videos with this type of intention, and I just want to make that super clear. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh my god. Okay, so Mars in Aries, finally. If you skipped straight to this point, you are smart because I talked hella. So Mars right now is in Aries. It's already going down, but the T is it's gonna go retrograde in September, I think September 6th, and it's gonna stay retrograde, and then it's gonna go back direct, and then it's gonna stay direct until like January of 2021. So we're gonna be dealing with this energy for like the next 6 months. It's gonna be kind of heavily felt by everybody because it's in a square with this Capricorn triple conjunction, bitch. That Capricorn triple conjunction is like a video all on its own. I'm sure so many more educated astrologers have talked about, but it's actually kind of good in this sense, because what it does is it kind of like babysits or like keeps that Mars energy in check. But it creates also this really crazy dynamic too, where we have all this perseverance because that's Mars energy. But then we also have all of this blockages and restraint because that's Saturn energy. So it's kind of like we push through, we finally break through, and then boom, another challenge, another blockage. And then we push through, and then we break through, and then boom, another challenge, another blockage. But what Mars is gonna do is it kind of like deposits energy in whatever house it's transiting right now. And I feel like that in particular is like exactly what we need to make it through like 2020. Another thing with Mars is it's very like quick energy. It's kind of like high in energy, like not thinking, more instinctual. And it's also like the planet that governs like knives, weapons, surgical stuff, all that kind of good stuff. So you kind of have to be careful with this transit with like accidents. Like this is the transit where you are like constantly stubbing your toe. Like this is the transit where like if you're not careful, accidents happen. And in Sky Esoteric's YouTube video on this Mars and Aries transit, he talks about how we're kind of in like this weird dimension of like physical and not physical. It's like a weird transitional period. It's like a weird Bardo period. And I just thought that was super interesting and cool because I definitely have kind of been feeling out of body, but like wanting to be in body. But then it's definitely, I feel that energy, and I just wanted to mention that because I feel like a lot of you guys would feel that energy too. Another thing about this transit is like it shouldn't really bring anything surprising. Like there should have been a build up to this energy. By now we should want to know what it is we want to like ignite, or what it is we want to start, or what new beginning is happening. Like we know that by now. I don't think it's going to be spiritually difficult where you're experiencing like your tower moments, all that kind of pivot points. Like that should have happened now. I think by now it's more so physically difficult where it's like now we have to take everything we learned from the spiritual realm and actually apply it to like real life, you know what I mean, and actually let that affect real life. So I think that's kind of why we're in this weird in-between area right now, because we're still doing that. We're still pulling everything that we've learned and experienced into like real life and trying to have that dust settle. So that's why I think it's kind of going down right now. So I think another thing too with this transit is we're gonna really have an understanding of what we desire, because Mars is a goal-oriented energy. It wants to achieve, it wants to chase after something, you know what I mean? So I think we're gonna have this clear vision on what we want. I think we're gonna get done like the nitty-gritty too, that, you know, we don't necessarily want to get done, like bills and chores and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's getting done, because honestly this energy with all that Capricorn energy there, it's not really something where like ignoring your duties is appreciated. Like not doing that nitty-gritty work, like you're not gonna really get away with that with this type of energy. There's definitely gonna be consequences, because Capricorn loves its discipline. It's that type of energy. Also with this energy, I think it's important to understand that it's a combative energy. It's very competitive energy, so there might be a lot of quarrels, bickering, all that kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of people too are gonna have this like weird ego thing where they really want to like finally tackle that one fight that they've been ignoring, or like finally say that thing that's on their chest. And it's kind of like, honestly at this point it needs to kind of fade away. That would be my personal advice. Okay, personal advice. I think at that point it's time for it to fade away, because there's so much energy of newness here that I think whatever it is that you wanted, like the time to handle that, like it passed already. It's now time to move along and kind of like focus, put your energy towards bigger, better things, you know, bigger and better things than that. I'm doing like that look, that like low-key e-girl look where they have hella blush, because it's actually so cute. I thought it would not look cute on me, but it was the cutest. So you guys have to try it. If you haven't tried it, just try it. I think it looks good on everybody. Like I did not understand the effect it had until it was on my face, and I was like, ugh. Kind of looks crazy on camera, but in pictures, bitch, cute. There's also going to be this energy of like impulses and like addictions, and like you're gonna want to figure out the root of that. Why am I having these impulses? Why am I addicted to this? That Saturn energy is really gonna help you finally get to the bottom of why, and hopefully that Aries energy helps you finally overcome that, because Aries energy is good at pushing through blockages. So another thing with this like makeup look I'm doing is I like take eyeshadow and I'll kind of like run it under, kind of like that, and it creates like this little bag, and it's the cutest thing. See how that kind of made my eyes pop? And then you can add like highlighter around here too. Also, I think another thing with this energy, for certain signs, I feel like it could feel kind of like dangerous. Like if you're not comfortable with Mars energy, so like Aries energy, Scorpio energy, like if you're not like very comfortable with that, like kind of like aggressive, like warlike energy, then you might actually feel a little bit anxious, or you might feel a little bit like pressured or forced. It's normal. It's okay if like your body doesn't respond well to the Earth's energy. You know, what's nice about being conscious and aware of astrology is you can be mindful of it and talk yourself through it and find a little ritual that helps you get through your day-to-day, and eventually this isn't, you know, gonna be forever. The transits move and Mars will be out of here and you'll be fine. You already embody all of these energies. When you pull up somebody's birth chart, they have a wheel with all 12 signs and placements, you know, going all over the wheel. So you know this energy. You're familiar with this energy. Think of it more like an energy where it wants you to be careful, or it wants you to just, you know, maybe revert back, be like the watcher instead of the game player. Like, it's okay. Just, you know, make the adjustments needed. I really feel like this energy can be harnessed in a very empowering way, because there's something about checking things off a list and getting things done that really feed the ego, and the ego is a part of the human experience that a lot of people like reject or ignore, or, you know, feed in very like detrimental ways. It's something that needs to be fed in healthy ways. Getting things checked off the list is really good. So I think that's all I want to say for the Mars transit. Like, it's not too crazy, it's not too much. Let me do like my lipstick and some highlighter, and then we'll pull these tarot cards for you. What's up, guys? Welcome to the pick a card tarot portion of this video. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and then when you open your eyes, the crystal that you are immediately drawn to is the message for you. So I have the first crystal, which is the amethyst, the middle one, which is flower agate, and then the one farthest to the right, the green one, is malachite. So I'll leave timestamps down below as well, so you can easily find the message. Right, let's pull a card. Ooh, one card fell. I have Knight of Cups as our first card. So I feel like this is a gift that comes through someone else. I feel like this Knight is kind of like a person comes in and gives you this cup, and the cup is like the card of like emotional experiences. So that could be, you know, like love, that could be passion, that could be creativity. So normally it's a positive thing, especially since it's upright. And I feel like this is going to be introduced to you by a person. If I'm trying to think, I'm gonna see if I get any descriptions. Well, you know what? I have a card deck that talks about zodiac signs. So let me grab it and we can see if we can find out maybe like what zodiac signs come out for this. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, so I'm back and I have these sign cards now. So let's see what sign comes out for this Knight of Cups. All right, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. And one will fall eventually. We'll sit here and do this all day, but one's gotta fall. Ooh, here's our one. All right, so some of you, this person will be a Gemini. Ooh, fun. I feel like Geminis bring lots of creativity and lots of play. One of my favorite signs. All right, let's move on to the next card. All right, let's see what is another gift Mars and Aries is going to bring. Ooh, 2 cards. Wow. Ooh, we have some of my favorite cards, Queen of Swords and 6 of Rods. So let's talk about Queen of Swords too, because this is very Aries energy to me, even though Swords is air energy. To me, Queen of Swords has like, it reminds me of the Aries women in my life. I feel like Queen of Swords is the energy of like being ready to protect whatever it is you've worked for. When, you know, Queen suit, the Queen suit has power. The Queen suit has experience. The Queen suit is an authority figure. It's a higher up figure, you know what I mean? And it had to work there. It had to get there. It had to go through the Ace, the Swords, the 2 of Swords, and move its way up. Queen of Swords does not mess with her throne. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like this can be an energy of protectiveness. This could be an energy of leadership. You have to be careful with your leadership though. You have to be careful with your tongue, okay, when you pull this card, because this could be the card that can come off real bitchy, okay? So just be wary of that. I also feel like this, because this means like you're finally sitting in your power. You're finally sitting in your energy. So maybe you're finally like owning what you do, or you're finally starting to feel proud of yourself, or you're finally starting to like, I don't know, like just sit in the power. I'm trying to like find the words for that, but it's like you finally just see yourself as this person, like as this bad bitch. You have to be careful of checking the ego with this energy, because like I said, we have to feed our ego in healthy ways, okay? And you also pulled, if this is resonating with you, you also pulled the Six of Wands. So this is a card of recognition. This is a card of reward. This is a card of kind of like achievement. It can be achievements. It could also, I feel like it's mostly like attention from your peers, your family, or like public attention, internet attention. So yeah, those are those cards. Don't feel the need to pull any extra cards for that. All right, what other gifts is this Mars and Aries transit gonna bring? That didn't fully pop out. I want them to like come flying. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, so I have two cards again. I have the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. Emperor, Aries energy. Look at that, the Rams. So I feel like this to me, with the Knight of Swords to me means like you have the mental clarity. You see your goal, you know how you're gonna play your game, you know how you're gonna have your strategy, and you're ready to do it. You're ready to go about it. Emperor, I think, means practice that discipline. This kind of reminds me of like literally how the Mars and Aries transit looks, and how the Capricorn conjunction looks. Like that's exactly what this represents to me. But I feel like it's like, yeah, you have your mental clarity and you have your end goal, you have your vision, you have your plan. The Emperor, I think, means you actually have to have the discipline to do it. You have to actually like physically, you know, make that plan happen how you want. You have that energy. Like the Emperor comes in, I feel like, exactly how Saturn comes in for Mars, like it babysits this energy, because the Emperor card to me means like finally having authority, finally having your boundaries right, finally sitting in your power too. But this is sitting in your power of like, you don't even have to have the sword out for people not to fuck with you. It's that type of sitting in your power where it's like you don't have to prove shit because you know. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the difference between Queen of Swords and the Emperor to me. Queen of Swords is there's something to prove. That's why the sword is there to guard. Emperor, you're sitting just fine because everybody knows. So I feel like it's that type of owning the energy, and I feel like when that's paired with this Knight of Swords, it's like you really have the vitality to go for it, you have the smarts, you got this.